Hello, today I'm going to be talking about my trip to Mcleodganj and Dharamshala in the state of Himachal Pradesh, India from July 6th to July 9th during my midterm break from my program at the American Institute of Indian Studies. So on the left you can see where our hotel is situated, like on top of a mountain. And also for context, Mcleodganj is sort of a subsection of or suburb of Dharamshala, and Dharamshala is known for being the location of the Dalai Lama temple, as well as the residence of the Dalai Lama. So it's quite a popular tourist attraction, but also religious destination. And it's also this area is what's known as a hill station because it is up in the mountains. And so on the left is our hotel, and on the right is where me and my friend who came with me on this trip were trying to get on the morning of July 7th. Unfortunately, we severely misjudged the distance from our hotel, which is situated on top of the mountain, to Dal Lake, which is at the base of the mountain, and we ended up having to hitchhike on the back of a transport vehicle. And big shout out to the two nice men who let us sit in the back of their truck with their flip cart packages. But after we saw Dal Lake, we made our way to the main bazaar of Mcleodganj, and we ate lunch there. And mostly what there is to do in this area is shopping and eating. And we kind of spent most of the day doing that, just making our way around the bazaar. There's quite a lot of different variety of goods available, a lot of very beautiful handmade jewelry, as well as a lot of Kashmiri embroidery in terms of embroidered clothes, embroidered bags, but a lot of very beautiful handmade goods. So after we spent the beginning of the day shopping, we made our way to the Skyway, which takes you from Mcleodganj to Dharamshala. And on the left, you can see what the Skyway looks like, and on the right, you can see a photo of me in the Skyway. We ended our day at Kalsang, which is a Nepalese Tibetan chain in India, and their food is very good. I suggest if you go, you get momos. But it was actually right before entering Khalsan that I realized that I had gotten a leech, which is unfortunately a danger if you're traveling in these wet sort of areas during the monsoon season, where you're also in like a nature sort of place. So beware of leeches when you visit hill stations in Himachal Pradesh. So the next day, on July 8th, we decided to visit the Dalai Lama temple, and you can see a picture I found on the left of the outside, and a picture I took of myself on the right. It was super peaceful, and they actually have like a Tibetan refugee market right across from the temple. So if you're in the area, definitely check that out. After that, we had lunch at Tibet Chicken. Oh my goodness, Tibet Kitchen. And they have really good Tibetan food. And I also had some boba there, some very good strawberry boba. So I was happy about that. And then after that, we headed to Gangda Fort, which you can see a picture of on the left. And Gangda Fort was actually occupied at different times by Hindu, Sikh, and Muslim rulers, but it was originally built by the Rajputs, which are known as the warrior caste in Hinduism, in the Rajasthan area. So, very beautiful views from the top of the fort, and also uh, a great history lesson. And then after that, we headed to Bagsu Waterfalls, which is again outside of Mcleodganj and Dharamshala, but still nearby and a very popular tourist attraction. It was very beautiful, but raining very hard at this point, but definitely worth making my way up, the steps while being drenched from the rain. So this was actually our last day here, July 9th, and in the morning you can see a picture I took at this really cute cafe we went to called Common Grounds Cafe. Highly suggest it, family run place, had some really good pancakes there. And then on the right you can actually see a picture I took because a picture I took of the flooding which was happening due to all the rain during the monsoon season. So this is actually quite common in Himachal Pradesh, and I think they sort of have more facilities to deal with it because Landslides, flooding is quite common in Himachal Pradesh during the monsoon season, and they're able to get the roads clean quite quickly. However, um, my program takes place in the state of Punjab, and so due to increased urbanization, inaction on part of the government, and just poor drainage and sewage systems, these floods really poorly impacted Punjab. And this, you can see this picture I took outside of the town of Rupnagar on the way back to Chandigarh, where my program takes place from Dharamshala. And ordinarily, this 5.5 hour journey took almost 10 hours. So just to kind of wrap up, I just want to give some background on the floods and let people know what they can do because although this happened in early July, the impact of the floods was ongoing and the monsoon season is also ongoing. So if you're able to understand, learn more about the topic, educate yourself and others, and donate, you definitely should. I know Khalsa Aid does a lot of good work on the ground here, and in general for people impacted by natural disasters. So if you're able to, please educate yourself about what's going on in Punjab due to these floods, and donate to charities such as Khalsa Aid, which are doing work to help people.